Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Brandon. Welcome to Audio Addiction. If you are new here, thank you for watching. Thank you for clicking on the video. I've been documenting my journey through K-pop as a newbie, and I've been joined by my two lovely co-hosts, Alex and Therese. So come join us live on Twitch at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That is the best way to catch the full stream and all of the songs on our playlist. As well as that, this video will be broken up into a few different parts, and it will be all uploaded onto YouTube here. So feel free to check out the playlist down there. If you want to know when we're going live, the best way to check that out is our YouTube community tab. We post our schedule pretty frequently, so come hang out. If you can, come hang out on Twitch. I know some people live internationally, so hopefully you can watch these videos. And if you do want to watch the full video, come join us on Patreon. That will also be linked in the description. That will be the full video without any cuts. So if you want to sign up for that, be greatly appreciated, and we would appreciate the love as well too. But yeah, come join us live. Our next one is very soon, so we'd love to see you in chat if at all possible. So thank you for watching this video, and thank you to Army for showing up. You guys are awesome, and we hope to see you in a future deep dive. So enjoy the video, and catch you in the next one. Bye.
Secret, or not secret, but the last member who joined, I was going in sort of like
Let's go
joining order, mostly because also that's what the book did. I thought it made sense. All right, Jimin. Park Jimin is also from Busan. We talked about that a bit.
Yeah, let's go.
He joined the trainees in their dorm like 6 months after V. But he specialized in contemporary dance at the Busan High School of Arts.
Ah,
so
very nice.
You'll notice he's a big dancer. And him and J-Hope, they kill me at their performances.
That's fair.
But
yeah.
The quote I have from the book is from Jimin. It says, "I'm very shy and I was nervous. I was trembling. I came to the dorm and there were so many shoes in the foyer. The shoes overflowed into the apartment. But even that was really cool. The Hyungs came out and they were trainees, but they already looked like celebrities to me. I was convinced the Hyungs would debut first as a hip-hop group." So Jimin is quite the perfectionist. Like, I don't think he holds himself high enough ever. I think he deserves like the tallest pedestal. But so like he had the least amount of time to train his voice when he was like training with them, is what I understood. And he would get quite frustrated from that. So also from the book, this is a quote on his singing abilities post-debut. "There was a clear difference in our teams and the other singers' vocals. I was a newbie and they didn't know my voice clearly. Or I didn't know my voice clearly or what my own weapons were. So I just thought, why am I so awful? And everyone's so good. I finally realized that I was a small fish in a big pond." So it's like frustrating as a fan because Jimin is arguably the most well-known member of BTS. Like, anyone who doesn't know BTS, who only knows Dynamite or something, they would probably know Jimin. I had a coworker come up to me and say, "Hey, I drew a K-pop dude." And I was like, "Don't tell me who it is. I want to figure it out." And I looked at her drawing and I was like, "That's Jimin." And I was like, "Am I right?" And she's like, "I don't know who Jimin is." And I was like, "Okay, where did you find the reference that you used to draw from?" And she showed me. And I'm like, "Yes, okay, that is Jimin. He's in BTS." He just has like a very specific style. His movements are so fluid. They're like petal falling in the wind. He has an amazing voice. It's like very high. He has a much higher register that he sings in.
Ooh, okay.
And it's so sweet sounding, like almost feminine. And it's a really, really good juxtaposition to like V's voice and Jungkook's voice. They all have very different styles, and I think a lot of people might find that hard to palate when they're listening to a song. But in BTS's case, I think it showcases a wide range, and it gives each of the members their own like specialty in different songs. So
his from my experience, like when I was sort of getting to know BTS, kind of getting into BTS back in the day, his vocal tone was definitely the first thing that caught me. Like first thing that was like, oh, that's different. Oh, that's really interesting. So I'm surprised at a couple things. I'm surprised that he like wasn't more confident and like didn't always have like a strong voice, because it seems like he has like such control over it, and it's such a unique vocal tone. To I guess I'm just like shocked to see someone like him develop that kind of vocal tone and talent that late in life.
Mhm.
And I also actually wasn't aware that he was. I mean, obviously, I know all BTS members are, top 1% of top 1% dancers, but I didn't know he's considered like one of the better in the group as well.
I'm sure that's up to anyone's opinions, but he is
Sure,
very
sure.
recognizable in his dance. Yeah. I what was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna point out the classic quote of "Once you Jim in, you can't Jim out." That's and knowing the comeback that caught your eye with BTS, Alex, I think it's I know I understand, and you understand, and Jimin understands. Brandon doesn't understand,
I don't.
but he
Yeah,
will.
I will. I'll understand the Jimin effect.
We actually had to change around the schedule a little bit. We'll be checking out Blood, Sweat, and Tears on June 19th. Just keep that in your calendars.
Yeah, very cool. Entire month of BTS. So if you got tired of BTS, no, you didn't. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, let's get into the first one. This is
It's really hard to get tired of BTS.
this is Lie, Therese. Is that what we're starting off with?
Yes, this is one of the solos that wasn't taken from the Love Yourself series. This was back from the Wings series, which is where we got J-Hope's track for Boy Meets Evil.
Okay. All right, let's get into Lie then. That was Jimin's Lie, if you're just tuning in. Oh my god.
Ooh.
I guess I'll start. What a song. I mean, I gotta say, if Jimin's gonna be my bias wrecker. Jimin's gonna be my bias wrecker. I was very surprised. I mean, I know I kind of got precluded to him having a higher like range, but the way that his like the way that his voice carries in this song is so nice. Like I like the beginning portion of the song kind of has this like interesting like minor tonality. The piano work was like really beautiful, and I think it meshes well with like his sound, and you can just kind of feel like the tug and pull of his emotions, and reading the lyrics you can feel that even more so. And also obviously his delivery vocally, I think again is very good. But it wasn't until that chorus, I don't know if it like switches from major to minor, but like the way that they kind of had that pre-chorus change was like super unique, and I think it is just enough of a change that it's just like it makes his vocals hit that much more in the chorus, which I absolutely love. But there's something so clear and emotional about the way he delivers his vocals. Like there's something just so like pristine about the way his vocals are that I feel like comparatively to the other BTS members, which I love equally, I think he has such a like way that he cuts through, and this is a live performance, so I can only imagine in a studio performance even that much more discernible. But yeah, he's got such a clean like vocal tone that I think that was the first thing that I noticed immediately. And then also as well as that, just being a great showman, I think like his performance in the song felt very like emotional. Like you could tell he was like really laying it out. It was just great. This was awesome. This is definitely Jimin is if I hear we're gonna be listening to a couple more Jimin songs. I feel like he's slowly creeping his way into my bias,
Oh boy,
bias
you
list.
don't even know yet.
I don't even know yet, but it's happening.
So some people were mentioning it in the comments. So it was a pretty viral video by, I think it was One the K Reacts, where they reacted to this song, and it was like a bunch of people that were studying music, like music theory and stuff. And they were listening to this, and then they at the end they were like, I really loved how it went from like a minor chord to a major chord, and he was talking about like he was caught in a lie, and they were like, wait, minor to major. Was that the lie? Like that's the lies, like, because usually major chords are like a very happy, very
Yeah.
upbeat sort of song, and minor chords are very dark and
Correct.
sad, and
Yeah.
that's just not always the case. But in that case, this is the lie. Like he's pretending to be happy, but he's not really. It was insane. It was
What a plot
an
twist.
insane reaction. Would
Holy
definitely
shit.
recommend you guys go check it out.
Oh.
The composition is crazy on this, as you noticed, and this is also one of my favorite songs. The Wings album is insane. I don't know. Don't ask me to wreck one particular album. It's not going to be possible. But Wings was special to me because I was also Blood, Sweat, and Tears Army. Not of the time.
Okay.
I joined very late. But that was the first song that I was like, wow, what is this group? Only to find out that I had already saved some of their other songs, and I was like, oh. But yeah, I think he does a really great job putting this performance together, and I think it's pretty personal to him because I see him on the credits list as one of the lyricists. So yeah, it's like mostly Bang PD, and then Jimin, P Dog, Doc Skim, Sumin. This is a good one.
Ooh.
It's definitely one that is an easy rec to anyone that's new to BTS.
Very cool. Very cool. Alex, your thoughts?
I don't know how much else I can add on top of that. I feel like you guys really covered that. I definitely agree with Therese about this song being like a good, like if you were trying to get somebody into Jimin, like right now, that is a good song to start with because I think it is very easy, like she said, easily digestible and easy to get into, and definitely a good listen. I think that like tonality shift from minor to major definitely gives the song a little bit of like an extra edge, you know, like a little more personality. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought the performance was really nice. I've never heard it before. I really want to give the studio version a listen, just to, you know, pick out some of the instrumental a little bit more and everything. But yeah, it looked like a great performance along with it. So yeah, solid introduction, I think.
Yeah. Also, I'm curious. I know people in chat have said when they became ARMY, but I'm curious who has been here the longest. You know, in chat.
Yeah, I noticed we got some 2016 Festa Army. That must have been fun. I've been hearing a lot of people get added to like group chats and stuff with a bunch of Chapter 2 armies. So they're not stopping and they're rolling. 2018. That was when I joined officially.
Ooh. Okay.
2018, 2019, 2020. Yeah.
2016 for me, funny enough.
All right.
Hey.
But I know the least out of everyone here, so don't
early K-pop fan.
Do not early adopter, but do not rely on me. I know nothing.
Also, KT Book Girl, thanks for the subscribe, and Aestheti says it's Festa, so it's really the best BTS month. Perfect timing. Well, thank you for joining us. We'd love to have you.
We did that on purpose.
We kind of did it on purpose. Yeah.
They were like, we got to do a whole month for BTS, and I was like,
Actually,
month.
technically, we didn't say we were gonna do BTS for a whole month. Therese said we are doing a full month on BTS, and then we're just like, might as well do it for June. And then
you can't just do 3 videos.
I know that obviously, but Teresa's the one at the helm for that. So if you, go give Therese some dubs in the chat. She's great. She put this all together, so make sure to give her some love. But
Oh, thanks.
I got you, Therese. You know, I gotta delve out where it's due. You know, but very cool. We're gonna keep it moving with another Jimin track, and this is Like Crazy. So very cool. Let's rock.
I think we could last forever. I'm afraid that everything will disappear.
Subs are on Youthful.
Just trust me. She's saying, baby, 생각하지 마. There's not a bad thing here tonight. Baby, 떠나도 좋아. 있어 오늘까지만. Watch me go. 날 잡잡 밤새도록. Away. 아침도 취했어 오지 않게. 시키던 음악 속에 희미해지나. Drama got the bonus story 익숙해져가. 내가 알던 나를 찾기 멀리 온 것 같기. I know, you know, I know. I'd rather be lost in the light, lost in the light. I'm out of my mind. 이 밤이 끝을 잡아줘. 매일 밤 you spin me up high. 너를 보면 die. Let me have a taste. You give me a good ride.
Cool.
Always gonna be a good night. Forever you and
Love these synths.
겨울 속에 비친 나이. 하염없이 미쳐가. I'm feeling so alive, wasting time. I'd rather be lost in the light, lost in the light. I'm out of my mind. 이 밤이 끝을 잡아줘. 매일 밤 you spin me up high. 너를 보면 die. Let me have a taste. You give me a good ride. Always gonna be a good night. Forever you is what break me. This is gonna break me. Not gonna break me. I wanna stay in this dream. Don't save me. Don't you try to save me. I need a way we can dream on. Alone again. What's the point?
All right, cool. That was Jimin, Like Crazy. If you are joining us this evening, thank you. Much love. Oh my God.
I can go
Here are
first, I
loves
guess.
our words.
Oh, I am. Yeah.
All right, I'll go get out of the way real quick. I have never heard this song before. I know Therese's immense feeling of disappointment. I'm sorry.
I literally showed the playlist to him yesterday. I was like, or Monday, I was like, how many of these have you heard? And he was like, 2. And I was like, what?
Look, just because I've known about them for a long time doesn't mean I've known about a lot of their songs.
That's fair.
Hey, it makes interesting reaction
I was gonna say.
content for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. that was the plan the whole time. I was waiting. I was actually waiting for BTS month.
Yeah,
I
totally.
was playing the long game.
Yeah.
Um,
Glad it worked out for you.
yeah, this is really interesting. Because I did hear another song by him. That I don't know if off the same album. It was a collab with Big Bang member, right?
Oh, not off the same album. That was the one
Okay.
with Taeyang.
Taeyang?
Okay.
Yeah.
Not off the same album. Okay. I heard that. I have
Yeah.
not heard this. This is cool. I like the obviously like the I don't know, whatever you want to call it, neutro 80s homage, kind of the synth wavy kind of style.
Mhm.
It even had at some point like a very cyberpunk kind of sound
Yeah.
going on, which is really cool. I like that kind of stuff. I think his voice, I think you described it really well, Therese, when you were introducing him. It is very sweet. And it like his tone and pitch is very high, but it also, I think with like the association to sweet is that it cuts through music really well. Like
Bigger.
I don't really know how to describe that, but it sits so well over the music. This is fun. This is a fun song. I need time to think if someone else wants to go.
Okay.
I had something else to say, but I need to cook in my head a little bit.
That's fine. Yeah, it's the Jimin effect.
Yeah.
I'll go. I love this song. This was great. The chorus on this song, more specifically, I'm gonna have that melody stuck in my head for like the next week. Man, that is such an infectious melody, and the way that he kind of just crushes that like tone. There's just something about his vocal tone that just like is so clear, concise, and just drives like a wedge through my soul. Something like weirdly enough, but I like that. I also appreciate there is a lot more like textural like synth going on in this song that I really appreciate. There's this cool kind of like arpeggiated like synth line. I think in the pre-chorus, one of the pre-choruses, which I thought was unique as well. But I think this really plays well. I agree with Alex. I think his vocals sit in the mix so well, and I think also at the same point, like he has such a way of cutting through because his vocals are in such a like higher register that it just kind of blends in so well with his like the musical styling and stuff. It did feel very smooth. It felt very calculated, and I appreciate that as someone who is like trying to become better at vocals and singing. It's like he's not doing a bunch of crazy stuff. Obviously, he's in a higher register vocally, but I think his vocal tone and just like the way that he is so smooth about his like vocal transitions and stuff, I think that's really what drives this song and what does it really well, at least for me. So I'm curious to see. I'll probably check out some more of these songs off of this release, most likely. So unless we are delving more into this release, then I will not listen to any more of these until we get through to the next phase. But yeah, this was awesome. Definitely very 80s synth, like synth wave. Definitely gave me some like weekend vibes as well, and good mix. I like this. This is 2 thumbs up.
Well, I've got good news for you, Brandon. You now have free reign of checking out the solo members.
Oh,
that was
thank
the
God.
last one we had.
Let's go.
For today, unfortunately.
I can be freed.
We
Hell
can
yeah.
we can always check out the other ones. As I'm working through the rest of the playlists, I realize we're gonna need some lore discussion, which could entail reactions to certain solo videos, but I'm not gonna stop you from checking out. I don't think
I'm not gonna stop.
They're not under the like artist tab. They're under the BTS tab. So go crazy.
Therese is gonna look at my Spotify like listening, and she's like, "Are you listening to BTS? I see you listening to."
Oh yeah.
How dare you?
My thoughts on like crazy. I noticed some people shouting out a different song called Set Me Free Part 2, which this came out around the same time as Set Me Free twice, Brandon. So
Oh,
if you're
I'm
confused,
like
that's why. It did come out around the same time.
twice
Part
BTS
2
collab, yo. Like,
I wish.
Ah!
No, the part 2 is actually in reference to a song that Suga wrote called "Set Me Free." So this is Jimin's continuation of
That's cool.
"Set Me Free." Anyway, that was the second title track off of this album. It was also promoted on music shows. It has a lot more choreography. You could see the little thumbnail to the right, and
okay.
it's a very different sound. I love "Set Me Free" Part 2. I think I loved Like Crazy more at the beginning. And I think, if I remember correctly, the synthwave direction kind of turned off a lot of people, which I think is understandable because the
Fair.
fatigue has set in. We've had synthwave songs for many, many years now, through an entire pandemic and onward.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
But that ain't me. Can't be me. Can't relate. I thought the synthwave matched perfectly with the kind of vibe he was going for, creating this like very loose club sort of hazy song. It's very well represented, and knowing him as an artist, knowing how he kind of like slaves over his lyrics and wants to incorporate every part of himself in there perfectly, I can really, really appreciate this song. But I totally understand if people like Set Me Free Part 2 more. Would
fair.
recommend checking that out on your own, preferably performance versions.
Okay.
So I'll also recommend one of my all-time favorite SoundCloud songs, Promise. It's also on Spotify now, thank God. That was the first song I remember hearing that Jimin wrote, and when he started writing it, it was a very sad track. And Army can check me on the source for this. I think it was a live he did. But he talked about Promise was going to be a very sad track, and then he talked to RM about the lyrics, and RM's like, yo, what's wrong? And turned it around, and Jimin then chose to make it more of a hopeful promise than what was intended. So would recommend Promise. Very lovely, beautiful song. But yeah.
Cool.
That's Jimin. That's the vocal line. You now know all of the members of BTS.
Let's go. I feel so accomplished now. Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Brandon. Welcome to Audio Addiction. If you are new here, thank you for watching. Thank you for clicking on the video. I've been documenting my journey through K-pop as a newbie, and I've been joined by my two lovely co-hosts, Alex and Therese. So come join us live on Twitch at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That is the best way to catch the full stream and all of the songs on our playlist. As well as that, this video will be broken up into a few different parts, and it will be all uploaded onto YouTube here, so feel free to check out the playlist down there. If you want to know when we're going live, the best way to check that out is our YouTube community tab. We post our schedule pretty frequently, so come hang out. If you can, come hang out on Twitch. I know some people live internationally, so hopefully you can watch these videos. And if you do want to watch the full video, come join us on Patreon. That will also be linked in the description. That will be the full video without any cuts. So if you want to sign up for that, be greatly appreciated, and we would appreciate the love as well too. But yeah, come join us live. Our next one is very soon, so we would love to see you in chat if at all possible. So thank you for watching this video, and thank you to Army for showing up. You guys are awesome, and we hope to see you in a future deep dive. So enjoy the video, and catch you in the next one.